Zion build. I'm asleep. And you know this, man. So the center shooting up. The center shooting a wide open three. Like, shit.
Somebody open. Cut. Oops.
Got him.
Yeah. Beautiful shot. Jumpers.
I wasn't ready about the concept.
Good D. Turn me up.
What's good, She Hoops gang? We are here with another build video. I know. I've been telling y'all that we was going to get to another build video, but I wanted to make sure that I provide the content behind the build that I am presenting to you guys. I don't want to just give you a build and then you guys don't have nothing to look at prior to me giving the build to you. Even though if you're a real one and you tune into all the streams and you see exactly how I play with this build. This is the build that I've been using the most, recently. This is actually my second point guard build. If y'all are familiar with me, I have another point guard build that I made at the beginning of the 2K that I actually really like, but the only difference is that I don't like his defense because he's so small. 2K doesn't cater to the small guards defensively, so I like this build a little bit better. And I also want to let y'all know that I consider this build to be a rec build because I feel like in Pro-Am there are certain things that I would tweak about this build for it to be really good in like Pro-Am and Park and stuff like that. And I am definitely going to get on making that build so we can get into the Pro-Am, get into the Park, all of that type of stuff. But for me personally, I believe that this build is the best when you're playing, one of the best when you're playing rec or theater or something like that. And we'll eventually get to another video with the new point guard that I'm gonna make, so y'all just stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's not waste no more time. This is my shot creating 3-level threat that I've been using on stream for the last 4 or 5 months. So let's get right into it. So obviously point guard, make him 6'6", bring his weight down to 188, bring his wingspan down to 6'8". Now we want him to have a little less weight, get more offensive attributes. A little more speed. Also, when you bring down the wingspan, your offensive attributes go up as well. You don't want your wingspan to be too small unless you're strictly only a scoring point guard. If you're only a scoring point guard, then I understand you lowering your wingspan even more to give you more attributes offensively. But if you want to play some defense and you want to be able to score and all of that stuff, you don't want to take it down too low. So let's get to the part that everybody cares about. Now, I like to start by showing y'all the with the stamina and vertical and speed and all of that. So we're going to get into that first. Now, I didn't realize that I made this build with a 96 stamina. If I had to go back and change that, I'd probably make it like 93 just to save some attributes. Even though stamina don't cost that much, I would probably still take it down to 93 because 96 is a little excessive, honestly. I don't even remember that I did that, but hey. So we got my vertical at 60. We got the vertical at 60. We got my strength at 63. We got my strength at 63 because in my mind I'm like, yeah, some people like to some point guards like to try and force to the rim. So I want to give myself as much strength as I possibly can without overdoing it and wasting attributes, because we want to be able to have as many attributes as we can have for other things. Because like as a point guard, you don't need to have a 70 strength. Like that's ridiculous. You wasting attributes. Okay, for my acceleration, I got my acceleration at 73 because that's not really honestly, acceleration is not a big deal, but you don't want it to be super low. 73 is good for rec. These attributes are based on what I feel is good for rec. Now, if you're, like I was saying, if you're in the pro-am or you're in the park or something, you obviously want to be a lot faster because there's so much more open space when it comes to like 3v3 pro-am, park, stuff like that, or even 5v5 pro-am, because there's just more competition. You want to be a lot faster, but for rec purposes, I don't feel like it's that important. So acceleration is perfectly fine. Y'all see how fast I run when I play. You really can't even tell that I have a 73 acceleration, but it's cool. For my speed, I got it set at 86. 86 is good. Without overdoing it, without wasting attributes, 86 is good to me. Now let's get to the defense. I got my defense, my perimeter defense as an 85. As you can see on the right, on your right, you can see I get silver defensive badges. I feel like if you want to be halfway decent on defense, you need to have at least silver defensive badges, silver clamps. Everything needs to be silver. You go bronze, your defense is trash. Don't go any less than bronze. Don't go to bronze. Don't go any less than silver if you're a guard. That's just how I feel because I care about playing defense. Don't go any less than silver. And you also get gold off-ball pets, which helps you bump defenders off ball. So it helps you bump them like when they try to cut or when y'all running up the court. It helps you put a hand on them. It just helps you make contact with the person that you're guarding. If your badges are low, you won't make that same contact and people will be getting around you and behind you easy without you being able to do nothing. So you want to have at least silver defensive badges when you're on a guard. Now, this is another reason. Let's get to the steal. This is another reason why I say that I would tweak this build. I would definitely tweak this build in different ways if I was going to make this build a pro-am build, which y'all will see in my next build. In my next build, y'all going to see the difference in between what I did with this build and what I'm going to do with the next point guard, because we're going to be getting into some pro-am and some park and stuff, but I got to make me a point guard for that purpose. So I only have a 72 steal on this build, which is why you see I get bronze defensive badges, like for my steal, like glove, interceptor, right hand ripper. I only get bronze, which is not great, which is why a lot of times I don't get the steals that I should get in the rec. But I feel like some of those steals be blatant and I'm like, I should catch the ball still. Like that's just me. But I get it, 2K want to cater to badges. If you don't have a certain level of badges, they don't give you certain animations. Blah 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 blah. I get it, but yeah. So that's why I say this is a rec build, because it's certain things that I would change about this build to make it a pro-am build. But it's a rec build, so that's what we going with. All right, we're going to get to our ball handling now. I got a 92 ball handling. 92. I feel like every point guard should have at least a 92. That way you get the right animations. That way you get the correct badges. And that way you can handle the ball without getting ripped so easy. You see I'm getting gold badges over here. I'm getting silver badges. Yeah, so now I'm going to change my speed with the ball to 83, which helps my badges even more. So I got blow by silver, I got speed booster gold, hyperdrive gold, triple strike silver. So I feel like that's good enough for me personally. Especially with it being a rec build, I feel like that's good enough. We good with that. I got my pass accuracy at 77. 77 is the lowest you want to go as a point guard for your pass accuracy. 77 is the lowest that you can go without being punished for passing. So 77, you should not go any lower than 77 if you still want to have the ability to make good passes when you're playing. If you go any lower, your passing is going to be trash. 77 is the cutoff of the lowest that you should ever have your pass accuracy if you are a point guard. If you're a point guard that doesn't plan on passing, I understand. But if you want to still be able to pass without the rest of your attributes taking a big hit, 77 is the sweet spot. I got my free throw at 72 because who cares? Like I can still make free throws. 72. Leave that at that. Now let's get to y'all favorite part. Are you ball hogs? Shout out to all the ball hogs. So I got my 3 bars at 92. My 3 is a 92. Because we trying to get buckets out here. Y'all see I'm getting silver, gold, Hall of Fame badges. I got 2 Hall of Fame badges. The majority of my shooting badges are gold though. So that means we about to get a bucket. We about to get a bucket. We about to find out how to get a bucket. So 92-3. Then I got my mid-range at 80. 80 is good. 80 is good enough. 80 is good enough. That way I can still put some attributes on my finishing. And my finishing doesn't have to be completely left out and forgot about. So, I got my drive and dunk at 65. And for most of y'all that watch me, y'all know that I still get pretty good dunks. I still get pretty good dunks with a 65. So 65 is cool. I still get pretty good animations. You still get a good dunk package. You still get good dunks that you can choose, and you still can finish. So 65 drive and dunk. I got my drive and layup at an 85. I get Giant Slayer on gold. I got Pro Touch on. I get Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame. I get Pro Touch Hall of Fame, Scooper Hall of Fame, Flow Game Gold, Bunny, Acrobat. I get all of this stuff. Mind y'all, I'm gonna keep it real. Didn't know I put my drive and layup that high until just now when I made this video. I didn't even know I had my drive and layup that high. So when y'all get to seeing me play a little different now, from now on, this is why. Because I'm telling you, I got so many builds that I forget sometimes. I thought I had my drive and dunk because the way my animations work when I'm playing, I thought that my drive and dunk was higher than what it is. But my drive and layup is, and I got a scooper, I got all of this stuff. I need to go get me a layup package. I'm tripping. I should be out here doing floaters. My game should be totally different. Stay tuned. But anyway, yeah, so we got a drive and layup at 85. Giant Slayer Hall of Fame, Pro Touch Hall of Fame, Scooper Hall of Fame, Flow Game Gold, Acrobat Gold, Bunny Gold. Pretty good, pretty good, solid layups. Get you a good layup package, do floaters over tall dudes. Anyway, Yeah, so that's that. And then the rest of the attributes that I have, so it says 98 out of 99 overall. The rest of it, I put it on interior defense because why? Why not? And I feel like I was saying earlier, there's sometimes there are guards who like to try and rim run and force to the rim. A 50 interior defense will help you with that. You're not a center. You don't need to have a 90 interior defense on a point guard. So 50 is good for a point guard. That's good enough. Put that 50 on interior defense, that gets us to 99, as y'all can see. Now let's see what we got. We got shades of Kenny Smith, Malcolm Brogdon, CJ McCollum. Shot creating, 3-level threat. That is what we got. That is the build that we have been using, going hard with, getting buckets. That is the build. Now, stop what you're doing before this video is over. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you drop a like on this video right here. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at YesSheHoopsTV. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the build. Let me know if you ever tried a build. I personally really like the build for rec. And we're going to have a pro-am point guard coming soon, so y'all stay tuned for that. She Hoops gang, I appreciate every single one of y'all for y'all continued love and support. I need to get on putting out more content, and this is step one. Let's get to it. I'm gonna see y'all next time, and we out of here.